HTC U Ultra is HTC's first smartphone with dual screen, and Sharp Aquos S2 is not Sharp's first bezel-less smartphone. HTC U Ultra has been available in Malaysia market for more than 1 year, and HTC U Ultra is a flagship from HTC. Sharp Aquos S2 just available in Malaysia market for almost 4 months, and Sharp Aquos S2 is a mid-range from Sharp. HTC U Ultra just got Android 8.0 Oreo recently, and Sharp Aquos S2 is still waiting for Android Oreo. I'm Alex Ong from Mr. Tax, and you are now watching the comparison of HTC U Ultra and Sharp Aquos S2. I know, some of you might be screaming at your screen right now saying that this comparison is not fair at all because HTC U Ultra is a flagship, but Sharp Aquos S2 is just a mid-range. I did this comparison not just because of the form factor of both smartphones, but also because the price difference for both smartphones is very little, and this will make the comparison more exciting. Continue watching this comparison to know whether an 1-year-old dual-screen smartphone worth buying or a new bezel-less mid-range smartphone worth buying. Before we start, let's clear off the specifications for both smartphones. You can pause the video here as the specifications for both is shown in the video. HTC U Ultra is HTC's first smartphone that uses the liquid glass surface design in HTC U family, and it is stunning. The stunning liquid glass surface of HTC U Ultra will change color when you look at it on a different angle. Sharp Aquos S2 uses a metal frame with a plastic back for the Qualcomm Snapdragon 630 version. Both HTC U Ultra liquid glass surface back and Sharp Aquos S2 plastic back are fingerprint magnet, but Sharp Aquos S2 plastic back is slightly harder to clean as compared with HTC U Ultra liquid glass surface back. Both HTC and Sharp included plastic case in both packaging, and you will be appreciated if you don't like greasy smartphone back. Both smartphone rear camera protrude, but HTC U Ultra rear camera protrude more than Sharp Aquos S2 rear camera. At the front, you will find a 5.7-inch 16:9 Quad HD Super LCD 5 display with a 2.05-inch secondary display on the HTC U Ultra with the protection of Corning Gorilla Glass 5. You will find a 5.5-inch 17:9 1080p freeform LCD display on the Sharp Aquos S2 with the protection of Corning Gorilla Glass. If you ask whether I can differentiate between Quad HD screen and 1080p screen or not, I will say I could not most of the time because most contents are still 1080p and smartphone screen is too small to differentiate between 1080p and Quad HD. With the bezel-less design, Sharp Aquos S2 is significantly smaller and easier to handle than HTC U Ultra. In order to achieve bezel-less design, Sharp squeezed all the necessary sensors into the cramped space above the front-facing camera. I will talk more about the secondary screen on the HTC U Ultra when it comes to the software part. HTC U Ultra is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821, while the Sharp Aquos S2 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 630. HTC U Ultra is the clear winner in the performance part, but Sharp Aquos S2 Snapdragon 630 is not half bad at all. HTC U Ultra is able to handle heavy-duty tasks better than Sharp Aquos S2, but Sharp Aquos S2 is still able to handle day-to-day tasks smoothly if you need high-performance smartphone. HTC U Ultra is the smartphone to go. HTC U Ultra is running on Android 8.0 Oreo with Sense UI on top, while Sharp Aquos S2 is running on Android 7.1.1 Nougat with Smile UX on top. Sense UI is close to stock Android, while Smile UX removed the app drawer and some stock Android features like Quick Switch. Personally, I prefer Sense UI as it is close to stock Android. Sharp Aquos S2 is having a 17:9 aspect ratio display, but Smile UX included the option to allow apps to display in 16:9 or 17:9 aspect ratio. Most of the apps will only display in 16:9 and you are left with thick black notification bar. The secondary display on HTC U Ultra is able to show you notification, time, date, and weather. The secondary display is very useful, but HTC did not utilize it as LG did. LG made good use of the secondary display by putting camera controls at it. HTC also added camera control at the secondary display, but only for zooming. It would be great if HTC developed a different camera app for HTC U Ultra to utilize the secondary display. HTC U Ultra has received one major update, which is the Android 8.0 Oreo, and only one major update left. Sharp promised that Sharp Aquos S2 will receive Android 8.0 Oreo update, but until today, Sharp haven't released the Android 8.0 Oreo as promised. HTC U Ultra has a better chance to receive Android P rather than Sharp Aquos S2. However, Sharp did a better job on providing monthly Android security update than HTC. Sharp Aquos S2 has received 3 monthly updates from the day we review it. HTC U Ultra is sporting single camera, while Sharp Aquos S2 is sporting dual camera. HTC U Ultra is sporting a OmniVision OV12890 camera sensor, while Sharp Aquos S2 is sporting a Sony IMX362 camera sensor. If you are interested to know how Sharp Aquos S2 performs against HTC U11 that also uses the same camera sensor, I will leave the link down below, or you can find it on the top right. HTC U Ultra may not sport a Sony sensor, but HTC U Ultra still performs as a flagship should. In most situations, HTC U Ultra is able to capture photos with better sharpness and details. Sharp Aquos S2 tends to overexpose when it comes to high contrast situation. In low light situation, Sharp Aquos S2 is able to capture brighter photos, but HTC U Ultra is able to capture photos with better details. As for video, HTC U Ultra is able to shoot 720p 120 frames per second slow motion video, 1080p 30 frames per second, and 4K 30 frames per second video. Sharp Aquos S2 is able to shoot 1080p 30 frames per second and 4K 30 frames per second video with no option to turn on slow motion option. HTC U Ultra equipped with optical image stabilizer and electronic image stabilizer, while Sharp Aquos S2 does not equip with optical image stabilizer nor electronic image stabilizer. HTC U Ultra is able to shoot 3D audio or high-res audio video. HTC U Ultra is sporting boom sound dual speaker, while Sharp Aquos S2 only sports a single speaker. HTC U Ultra boom sound dual speakers not only perform greatly, but also louder than Sharp Aquos S2 single speaker. If you are an audio freak, HTC U Ultra will suit your taste better. Both HTC U Ultra and Sharp Aquos S2 do not come with headphone jack. HTC included a USB-C earbuds and the performance is great. You will not miss any audio quality even without a headphone jack. If you wish to use your own headphone, you will be disappointed because HTC did not include the DAC included USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack in the HTC U Ultra packaging. You may be disappointed with HTC for not including the USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack in HTC U Ultra packaging, but you will be disappointed with the headphone jack converter included in Sharp Aquos S2 packaging. The USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack converter included in Sharp Aquos S2 performed poorly, and Sharp did not include a USB-C earbuds in Sharp Aquos S2 packaging. I can only hope that Android 8.0 Oreo and Bluetooth headphone can improve Sharp Aquos S2 headphone listening experience. HTC U Ultra sports a 3000mAh battery and Sharp Aquos S2 sports a 3020mAh battery. Both smartphones can last me at least 1 day of battery life. The battery life on both smartphones is not impressive at all, just good enough for me to get through a day. Both HTC U Ultra and Sharp Aquos S2 supports Quick Charge 3.0, but Sharp only included a 5V 2A charger in the Sharp Aquos S2 packaging. If you want to use Quick Charge, you will have to buy your own Quick Charge charger. If you need Quick Charge but not ready to invest in a separate Quick Charge charger, choose HTC U Ultra. HTC U Ultra may be the clear winner in this comparison, but Sharp Aquos S2 still a worthy smartphone to be compared with. The bezel-less design of Sharp Aquos S2 will allow you to enjoy big display in a small form factor. HTC U Ultra is too huge for those who have small hands, and it might be a deal breaker. Sharp Aquos S2 camera performance is also on par with HTC U Ultra, considering Sharp Aquos S2 is just a mid-range smartphone. Should you buy an 1-year-old flagship or a 4-month-old mid-range smartphone? Buy HTC U Ultra if you need the best from the best. Buy Sharp Aquos S2 if you need a big display with a small form factor. If you want to know more about HTC U Ultra and Sharp Aquos S2, you can check out the links down below. That is all for this comparison. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of video, remember to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Mr. Tech YouTube channel.